Hey, what's up? It's Cal. I wanted to talk about my weight loss journey. I put a picture of what I looked like 6 months ago. So yeah, that's what I looked like 6 months ago. 61 pounds heavier than I am now. I had, over my birthday, my 33rd birthday, I was in hospital. I was having these horrible pains in like the right hand side of my body, and it was the worst pain I'd ever felt. And I had them on and off for like 6 months. And I told my mum, she was like, "You need to ring an ambulance, like to make sure you're all good on that." So I did that, thinking they're just gonna say, just let the pain subside. And when I told them, they sent an ambulance out, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I was panicking because I hadn't been to sleep. I went to sleep and I woke up at 3 a.m. I go to bed about midnight, so I was panicking because when I rang them, I thought they'd say just ride the pain out and go until it's done. And I'd only had 3 hours sleep. I went to sleep at midnight and I woke up at 3 a.m. in this excruciating pain. The worst pain I've ever felt in my life, easily. You're laying down, you're sitting up, you're walking around, you're in a boiling shower, doing all these things over and over and over again in a cycle because you can't deal with how uncomfortable and painful it feels. So at 7 a.m. when my mum had woke up, I live on my own, but my mum gets up quite early. I said, "What should I do?" And she's like, "You need to ring 111 or 101, which is like the non-emergency medical line in England." And they did that, and I thought they weren't going to do nothing about it, but they sent an ambulance. I had to have ECGs done because of my, could be my heart or some shit. It wasn't my heart, thankfully. I had to go to hospital. And at the time, I was so fat that the harness they put on you to go in the back of an ambulance was digging into me so much, it hurt so much because it was too small for me. Well, rather, I was too big for it. I was in this excruciating pain, and I got into hospital and I was waiting and I couldn't even sit still because I was in so much pain. I was groaning and I felt so embarrassed. I'm autistic, and I'm in a waiting room with like 50 different people on very minimal sleep, lots of noises, lots of sensory stuff going on visually. I was freaking out and I couldn't even sit still. I was like groaning in pain. I kept getting up, walking outside, coming back, and they did some tests on me after 5 hours of waiting. I'd say over the 3 days I waited about 14 hours. I'm terrified of needles, which probably seems stupid because I got lots of tattoos. I had to have a cannula in my arm, and I had to ultrasound it because my veins aren't very good, which is obviously brilliant. And then I had some tests done, and eventually they diagnosed it as gallstones. I was like, "Oh shit!" And then they're saying about what the option is, which is surgery, but I'm too fat to have surgery. It's too dangerous. So they told me, and I don't think they believed I was going to do it at all. I think they thought this fat loser's not going to do nothing. They said I need to lose 6 stone. I'm going to check because I know Americans don't use stones. I need to lose 84 pounds. In the 6 months since, I am 61 pounds down. I have 22 pounds to go, I think. I'm rubbish at maths. But yeah, I've got a little bit left to do in the grand scheme. I've lost 61. Today, I joined the gym because I've been losing weight quite consistently, doing the same thing, walking, low fat diet. I failed every diet I've ever attempted in my life and put all the weight back on. But because of the gallstones, I can't defer from the diet or I could end up in hospital because I could have attacks. So I can only have 13 grams of fat per 100 grams of food, and that's really limited. Also, with the autism, I hate trying new food. Like it's impossible for me to do. I can't do it. My very limited range of what I can have is like tiny. So I end up, and I do this anyway. I have the same meal for like a month and a half to 2 months at a time, and quite happily. I like bland. I like very bland and predictable. I don't like surprises. Yeah, I joined the gym. I went today, first time. I'm gonna go Monday, Wednesday, and Friday because my weight loss has slowed down and I'm not walking as much due to typical bad English weather. So I went to the gym, and the guy there is the most muscly person I've ever seen in my life, like absolutely huge. I had to talk to him because I didn't know what I was doing, and it was really uncomfortable and awkward. I did it. I was there for about an hour. I did 30-minute incline walk, and I did skiing, like the skiing stuff, 1,000 meters, and I hated that. That was really hard. I don't like exercising. I don't like how it feels. It makes me panic. But I realized that I need to do this in order to reach my goals and get my gallbladder removed. So I'm going to do that 3 times a week. Weight loss is hard, and I feel with me, what I've always done is I lose about 2 stone, so 28 pounds. I'm like, yeah, I'm losing weight. I'm going to reward myself with a burger or a pizza, and then I snowball and put it all on again and then extra. But because of the nature of the gallstones, I can't defer from what I'm doing. I'm not allowed to because I'd be in a ton of pain, and I can't deal with it. It's the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. And my last attack lasted 17 hours, and I had to go on antibiotics for a week. And I had to have like pain relief and shit like in my arm. It was horrible. It's hard. It's a hard thing to do. Weight loss is hard. I'm glad that I'm earning this weight loss, and the problem with me is I had a really unhealthy relationship with food. I had not the best childhood. My mum is amazing, but my real dad and some of my mum's ex-partners weren't very nice. I've always used food as a coping strategy because it's there for me. I'm not a good talker, which probably sounds silly as I'm doing a video on YouTube. I'm scared to open up with the whole autism thing and social stuff. I find that quite hard, and I worry that I'll say something inappropriate or rude. I often say stuff when I'm at my mum's, and I didn't realise it was rude what I was saying, because to me I didn't think it was. I don't mean to be rude at all. If someone asks me a question, to answer it truly. So I have this relationship with food where if I'm sad, I eat. If I'm happy, I eat. If I'm anxious or lonely, I eat. And the thing is, I'm eating unhealthy foods, and I didn't really ever have anyone. I have no one to blame but myself for where I've got to. No one really told me the importance of nutrition, calorie counting, and stuff like that. And before I knew it, I was fat. And I've been fat my whole adult life, but it's got way worse in the last few years, since lockdown, I'd say. I didn't realise like a packet of sweets has like 700 calories, some of them. It's mad. And now I'm eating stuff that's like 100 calories max at a time, and small. But yeah, what I've been doing this time is I've been watching a lot of people who, like me, that are overweight, that are losing the weight, as opposed to hyper muscly people. I've been watching like people that are losing weight on Instagram, and that inspires me to keep going. And also progress pictures. I will put up now a progress picture of when I started to a week ago. And that inspires me because I'm like, I did that all by myself. For the last week, I've only lost £1 in the last week, and I felt really sorry for myself. And I was like, this isn't fair. I'm doing everything I should, and I'm not losing the weight. This doesn't make sense. And then I had like an epiphany. I was like, feeling bad. I felt bad most of my life, but that's not helped me. That's not helped me with anything. I was like, if I want to lose this weight and get this gallbladder the fuck out of me, I need to step up and do something about it, because I'm at a point now where I'm like, intervention is needed for me to be able to get over the hurdle, get over the last bit. So that's what I'm doing. And I signed up Sunday to the gym, and today I went to it. The gym is called Bodyworks Gym in Deal, and it's like a bodybuilder gym. I didn't realise that. They're all very muscly. I felt very timid there. I went in the cardio room and just stayed in the cardio room, but Wednesday I'm going to try and go in the weight room and try and do some weights. I feel like a lot of people are really mean to fat people. Felt bad about it, and I didn't understand why that people do that. Like, I feel like for being overweight, there's quite a lot of stuff that comes with it that people don't think about. I'm autistic. I also have OCD. I didn't know how to talk to people or how to process my feelings properly. So food became an outlet for me to feel better about myself. I have the palate of a 10-year-old, realistically. I don't want to change. I like being safe. I like safety. It's a big thing for me. And like trying new foods makes me feel unsafe. So I stick to the few things that I know. Even as limited as I am in terms of food and stuff, you can do it. It's doable. If you're overweight like me and you want to lose weight and you're scared you can't, I promise you it's doable. It's hard. It's very hard, but it is doable, and it feels amazing. I'm not pretending that I've made it to the finish line. I'm literally at my halfway point because I want to lose 59 more pounds, but it's doable. It's really doable. And if you need to talk to someone about it, I know fuck all about training, proper nutrition, any of that stuff, but I know that small, consistent efforts add up to big rewards as long as you're consistent. And if you mess up, start again tomorrow and you keep going. This gym is a big thing for me because it's I felt so scared. I was shaking. I was like that shaking before I went in. I was really awkward, and I didn't know what to say, and I was really worried that because I'm fat and they're like really like in really good condition that they're going to judge me, and I can't pick up on social cues, so I have no idea what they thought of me. But I did, yeah, the incline walk 30 minutes. I did this skiing for 1,000 meters. That was a really hard bit. I'm really proud of my weight loss so far, and I've worked really hard to get to where I'm at. And like, please don't think that I'm saying that this is still awful conditioning, because I'm still overweight, but I'm making the effort to get there, and I believe I will get there. My name's Cal. It's Cal, and I've lost 61 pounds in 6 months. 59 more to go, so join me on my journey if you want to. I'm a new YouTuber. This is my 3rd video. I talk about autism, OCD, mental health, what's going on in my boring little life. Yeah, if you've got any tips at all for weight loss, please drop them down below, because I'm more than happy to learn. Thank you so much for your time if you've watched this, and I hope you have a pleasant day. Take care. Much love.